in this live gameplay battle, co-founder versus co-founder. Live gameplay for the very first time. I mean, we were just going to do live gameplay. And then these guys decided, why not wager $1 million? It's going to be a wild live stream today. Let me tell you what's going to happen, and then we're going to bring the boys in for this co-founder live gameplay battle in survival mode. In this episode, you're going to see the first ever live gameplay of Illuvium. We're excited. Survival mode tutorial. I'm going to show you on my computer here in my studio with Grant and Kieran. They're going to walk through, and we're just going to explain how survival mode works so you know what's going on before these guys duke it out for a stupid, gigantic wager. We're going to have the co-founder live battle. And then, of course, we're going to do a Q&A with gameplay with you guys. We're so excited. And I asked the guys while we were setting up, are you serious about this wager? Kieran, I got to bring him in. Here's Kieran. Here's Grant, our co-founders. I mean, Grant pitched me on the idea of battling you live for fun. And then all of a sudden, you just ratcheted it up to $1 million, Kieran. What were you thinking? Is this really happening right now?
Yeah, it really is. And ever since I sent that tweet out, I've regretted it because I've found out from multiple team members that Grant has been practicing, even missing meetings to practice. So I don't know. We'll see what happens here. But I may have just donated $1 million worth of ILV to Grant.
Wow. Grant, I mean, do you feel really confident right now, or do you feel like he's just kind of playing sly and he's going to just lose, or he's just playing sly and then he's going to jack you for 1,692 ILV? What's your take?
We've been on call for an hour, basically fucking raging at each other because we don't know who's practiced more. I was using
He's a liar.
version. Well, I was using a different version of the game. So just go fuck yourself.
This is going to be good. You guys see the brother rivalry. And so once Kieran threw this out on Twitter, the immediate response was the hunt is on from Grant, of course. So this is really happening. This is not clickbait. They are really wagering for some reason 1 million actual worth of crypto for whoever wins this survival mode battle. And here's what's happening today, my friends. What you're going to see on the screen is our private beta build. This is survival mode. This is a work in progress. And we're going to be live streaming this on various PCs. Like Kieran's got one PC, Grant's got a different PC, I've got my own PC. And so we're running this on various rigs around the world. Some systems and Illuvials are missing from the build that we're showing you right now. And everything you see here is definitely subject to change. And I want you guys to keep that in mind. This is private beta right now. This is not the final version of the game. And if you want to see full quality gameplay, we have a video on our YouTube channel right now that's a full 4K 60 FPS, raw and uncut, with high bit rate on a 3080 max graphics. And you can really look in there and see what it might look on your screen if you're playing Illuvium. Today, this is these guys live streaming to me and then me re-live streaming it to you. Okay, so the quality is going to be smashed by live streams. But you know what? How could we say no to a $1 million gameplay battle? There's no way.
How could you?
There's no way we could ever say no.
I'm physically sweating and have been for over an hour.
It was supposed to be fun, and instead, now it's so high stakes. I guess that does make it more fun.
It doesn't. It does for you guys.
I'm looking at the comments here. I'm seeing like Grant looks like absolute shit. Grant doesn't look like slept in a day.
Yes, and you wonder why. I said the exact same thing. I'm like, you haven't shaved in literally a week. And you know why? Because you've been playing this game religiously. And that's fine, but just admit it.
Yep,
I'm not admitting it. It's not happening.
Guys, let's get into telling people what this is. I see comments here asking, is this PvP or survival, says Zodiac Gaming. This is survival. And so the rules of this engagement are going to be who goes further. They get 2 shots each. Who goes further to the furthest wave in survival mode, and then that will be their number the other person has to try to beat. Now, if you don't understand how survival mode works or how any of this is, don't worry. I'm going to pull up live tutorial and gameplay right this minute for all of you guys to check out. This is on my PC in my home studio, and I'm going to ask that that Grant and Kieran help me out here as we kind of do this tutorial together. Now, I'm going to walk through the items, and I'm just going to ask you guys to help me explain items in greater detail if we need to. And just so you guys can see, this is on a 3080. I'm playing it in 2K right now, but I'm streaming it to you guys in 1080p here in my home studio. Got it? Cool. So you're watching me right now. So this is survival mode, and this is what we're running in our private beta at the moment. And in survival mode, players are going to battle with increasingly difficult waves of enemies that are coming at them. And so the enemy team is obviously here on the other side of the arena. And the goal is to last as long as possible. Now, for you guys that are watching, you'll try to last as long as possible in its normal video games. For these guys, they have to last as long as possible to save 1 million of their own dollars from going into the other guy's crypto wallet. So whenever you're deciding to drop Illuvials here, deploy your Illuvials on the board, you're going to see the cost in terms of mastery points. And the mastery points, you can see them here with these yellow icons in the game that I'm zooming in on. So you can always keep track of what the cost of your Illuvials are versus the total mastery points that you have available. You'll see these two guys, you know, budgeting the mastery points from round to round. There's also Illuvial filtering at the bottom of the screen. So all of the Illuvials that are here, that you see at the bottom that are an option for you to choose from, all of these are randomly generated. However, you can find different Illuvials based on different parameters. For example, if I zoom down here, I could choose based on water, earth, nature, air, and go ahead and filter out Illuvials that way. I can also filter out which stage they are in. I'm going to remove, I can filter out which stage they are in here at the bottom of the screen, stage 1, 2, or 3. And I believe it's the affinity, if I'm correct, with empath, fighter, bulwark, and scion at the bottom of the screen. And then you can filter based on that. And so that's how you can choose the specific Illuvials you want for your particular strategy. Anything you guys would want to add just on the basic interface on what you guys are going to be using here, just so people understand what we're dealing with?
So, sorry.
Oh, these guys are in the zone. They're just thinking about their game. Like, they're just thinking about, how do I win? All right, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So you can deploy Illuvials just by dragging and dropping them from your deck down here at the bottom. You can get rid of them by dragging away, and you can get rid of them by dropping them in the water, out of bounds, etc. So that's how you can deploy them. You have your Ranger, which is free to play on the board, and there is an armament system that your Ranger can use. And anything other than default armaments for your Ranger will cost mastery points, I believe, to deploy. So to equip your Ranger. And so when you equip your Ranger, and perhaps, I'm not sure if it's in the build you guys are using, but when you equip your Ranger, that can give your Ranger different synergies with your team, and it can help you counter the enemy team as well. So on the right-hand side, the right-hand panel over here, this is the enemy team's synergies. And so you're going to want to keep an eye on this to understand how you can best counter the enemy team. On the left-hand side is your team's synergies, and you're going to want to stack up these synergies as best you can in order to counter the enemy team. This is where your eyeballs need to be most of the time as you're developing your strategy and you're trying to last wave after wave here in survival mode. So there are affinity and class systems in this mode, and certain affinities and classes counter others. So we're going to release in-depth guides in the future and work with influencers to help you understand what those counters are, and so that you can do deep strategies and you can get into the deeper aspects of gameplay. Let's talk about the synergy system. So our synergy system provides basically the significant amount of depth for our auto battle modes. And this is where you increase your team's power, is the synergy system. So first, there are two types of synergies: primary and composite. You see them over here? The primary synergies, the synergies make you more powerful, and a combination of 2 primary synergies can offer you more flexibility with your team. You can also increase your synergy bonuses by deploying compatible Illuvials until you reach a new threshold. You see the numbers over there next to each of these synergies, guys? As those move up, that's going to increase your threshold with these various synergies, and that is going to make you more powerful. So you're trying to maximize those synergies, and you can read synergy details here within each synergy, whether it's primary or composite. Now, there are multiple stages of Illuvials. There are 1, 2, and 3 stages of Illuvials of a certain line when you're deploying them here. And stage 1s always start with 2 primary synergies. So in this case, I have a stage 1 Illuvial deployed, and there's going to be 2 primary synergies over here on the left with 2 primaries. However, as you move up the stages to stage 2 and stage 3 Illuvials, you will always start with primaries in stage 1, but stage 2s and 3s will add composite synergies to your strategy. And these composite synergies stack even more complexity and even more depth to the gameplay and how you're thinking about defeating the enemy team. And these composite synergies, like this in this example, it's Harbinger, is a combination of Bulwark and Scion. And these composites will have multiple primaries inside of one composite, essentially. That's the way to think about it. So when you add composite synergies to your strategy, they help you move up thresholds in your primaries. However, your primaries do not increase the thresholds for your composite. Does that make sense? So it does not go both ways when it comes to going up the thresholds. And then the last item is an innates that you guys need to know about. The innates, which you can see right here, there's a number next to this Harbinger. See the little 1, 1 over there in this composite? These innates are the number in the top right there, and that is your innate count. These innates are not tied to your threshold, and you can view them here, and innates are permanently active. So for example, the innate on this Harbinger here is the Harbinger's Illuvial's Omega ability can cause them to gain Omega power, physical, and energy resist. And when vanquished, Harbinger Illuvials reduce the attack speed of their vanquisher until the battle ends. So that is an innate that this particular Illuvial has that is always on and can't be, let's say, and it's just there innate. It's like a passive. Let's call it a passive, okay? We're almost done. I'm just explaining all the systems to you guys so that you can fully understand what's happening. All right, awesome. You're saying you can barely hear me. I'll turn up the volume if you guys want to. If you guys want me to turn up the volume on my microphone. There we go. Let me know if that's better. You guys are doing a lot of nodding right now. You're like, There's also a weapon and armor system. I forget the hotkey to activate it. Maybe you guys could help me out with that. But the armaments.
Yeah, maybe you should help him out with that, Grant.
Hold on, 1 sec.
So you hit shift and right click on your, depending on if you're on PC, right?
There it is. All right, I just shifted and right clicked. Thank you very much. That's what pulled up. Thank you for reminding me of the hotkey.
Just don't remind Grant because he definitely didn't hear that.
Perfect. So when you do that, it pulls up the weapons and armor menu. This is, I think, the first time anyone's ever seeing this. Just like this in world premiere, I guess. These are otherwise known as armaments, weapons, and armor. And these are how rangers gain power and synergies. You use shift right click to change the armaments for your ranger. And other than the default set, these cost mastery points to use with your ranger. And these can significantly upgrade you. Okay, got it. And so lastly, the last thing I want you guys to know about is the hyper system. And so with hyper system, it's essentially like a counter system in Illuvium. And when it activates, a specific Illuvial will counter an enemy they find in combat until they get an outline around their bar. So their bars look normal right now with blue and these colors that you see right here. But when it goes hyper, you're going to see an extra outline around that bar, which lets you know that it enabled affinity counters and class counters, and they gain bonus stats and effects when they go hyper. So if you see Kieran or Grant's Illuvials getting that extra bar around their around the top of their Illuvials, that's because it's gone hyper, and they've done a good job of creating synergies and countering the enemy team to get maximum power out of their squad. Is there anything else you guys would like to explain about the basics, or that we would like to cover for the basics of Illuvium in survival mode before we get into this battle to the death?
Yeah, the only thing Aaron mentioned was that obviously because it's a non-AI balanced version of the game, that certain things won't make complete sense. His comment on the wager was that like a lot of it will come down to luck, because some of the things that would make sense from a synergy point of view don't represent the actual back end stats for those characters. So there's an element of luck here as well.
That makes sense. Okay, element of luck, and your Illuvials are randomly rolled every match as well, which there's an element of randomness and luck there as well. And so that's a good point. Anything else you guys would like to add? Otherwise, we can bring in your feeds, but I just hit the button to fight, and now the Illuvials are battling each other, and this was just me showing you the Illuvials that I deployed, actually going into action and showing you a little bit of gameplay. So let's bring Kieran back in. I'm going to stop streaming my feed, and then Kieran, are you sweating buckets right now? We're about to bring your feed in here. Give it 30 seconds. Then we're going to bring your feed in here, and you're going to battle in survival mode for everyone.
Yeah, I'm very, very nervous.
All right.
Wow.
Well, if that's the case, then I don't know if you can get a new version up and running during the stream, but let's just go ahead and give people some live gameplay. Grant's gameplay is working correctly. So let's just give some live gameplay from Grant so people can check out the game. And Grant, as you're going through the gameplay, can you please tell us about why you're selecting different characters and walk us through some of your strategies so people can understand?
There's a lot on the line here, man, and he's listening. Like, this is such bullshit.
All right, I'm finally in. God, it's a whole new UI. Everything was different. I'm sitting here going, what the hell is going on? All right, we're good now.
So, Kieran, are you downloading the new version of the game?
I've already got it.
Okay. So right here you can see that Grant is changing out the weapons and armor, otherwise known as armaments.
Here we go. How does that not hit?
Man, look at that beautiful animation.
I'm like freaking out here, man. This guy's Spore.
So the enemy team, he's looking up in the top right-hand corner at the enemy team synergies, Air, Nature, Empath, Rogue, and also looking at those composites, Spore and Revenant, and making some decisions about how he can counter those with his own primary and composite synergies.
I don't know if that's the right call, but fuck it.
While this battle is happening, can you zoom in on some of the Illuvials? Can you zoom in on some of the Illuvials and show some of the gameplay up close?
Could you stop asking me questions, Andrew, please?
All right, I'll stop.
No, I'm joking, but I'm begging you, seriously. Okay. Is Kieran watching this?
I still have an issue with the weapons not working.
Shift right click. Hold shift.
No, I'm trying to get.
I don't know if they work,
my
man,
version working. Yeah, I know how to shift and right click. They definitely do. I was just playing it. God damn it. What is going on here? There's no way I can beat you without weapons.
30 seconds.
So,
Yeah.
but also, it's not looking right.
So notice how Grant is stacking multiple composites, and as he hovers over the different alluvial options at the bottom of the screen, it'll show him the potential composites as well as primaries that alluvial would add if he decided to deploy it.
I just don't know if that's... Fuck. Please.
Looks like Grant is not feeling super confident in his composition this time. But now that Grant is moving into stage 2 and stage 3 alluvials, because he has enough mastery points, notice how he's got multiple composites going over there, because composites are only made available.
Lag issues.
Okay.
All right. I've actually got the right version now.
Great. Thanks for bearing with us. So you guys can clearly tell this is real gameplay and this is really live. as we have real struggles with getting the right version of the game and all of this coordination. So thanks for bearing with us. Notice what Grant is up against with the enemy team here as he moves further down the waves. He's now on wave 6. The enemy team is stacked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 composites. And so the strategic considerations become extremely complex as there are more primary and composite synergies for you to have to counter. There it is. He made it through wave 6. Congratulations. Moving to wave 7.
This is stupid. Okay.
Vetamore says, Kieran, I believe in you. Elbow cough. Thank you, Vetamore.
Shut the fuck up, Vetamore.
So much pressure.
Order. Sign on.
That was not a good start with the no weapon system. Seriously, that just really put me off there.
You can redo that round.
Okay.
In that it like clearly didn't work
gonna...
right.
No, I'm gonna redo it. I'm saying like factoring that in. Still, we need to factor that in. That's thrown me completely off here. Not that I'm full of excuses or anything like that.
I'm getting like really, really glitchy.
Okay, he made it through wave 7. We are now in wave 8. The glitchiness could be the fact that you are streaming and trying to pull your feed from multiple sources right now and send it to me. So that's possibly why you're experiencing that. So right now, these guys are giving me their video feed through the streaming software, and they're streaming their gameplay to me separately, and they're playing the video game all on one computer. And so that might be giving them some troubles. But he's still playing, and we're still seeing his feed right now. So as we move into wave 8, it starts to become incredibly difficult to weigh all of the primary synergies that he's seeing on the right-hand side and countering all of those.
I don't know if this is a good call or not.
He's going to throw in a Furiox.
Terrible.
All right, there it is. Wave 8 is cleared. Good job. Enemy team has 6 Illuvials stacking on that board. Now, every round, I believe you can, correct me if I'm wrong, but every round you can pull out 2 Illuvials, but you cannot completely clear out your board. And they're at the bottom of the screen next to your mastery points. You can see the total number of slots available essentially for you to be able to deploy, including your ranger. So right now he has 0 out of 2 options for him to pull an Illuvial out of combat. And so he's cleared as much of the board as he can, and now he has to deploy with his remaining mastery points.
Please.
Can he do it? Can he make wave 9? Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh, yeah. This man's moving into wave 10.
Shit.
The 700 hours I put into doing this, the 700 hours plus I put into doing this is paying off.
Seriously. You know, you had the audacity to come on this morning and be like, I haven't actually played more than like 2 hours. No worries. No worries.
As these later rounds come up, it starts getting ridiculous with the number of strategic considerations you have to make. Grant's team has fighter, nature, water, rogue, empath, air, fire, earth, and bulwark primary synergies just to get started.
Do I take this guy out? Oh my god.
Nature versus nature? Good luck with this one.
Ooh, he barely got that Illuvial in there before the battle started. That was almost GG.
Good. Oh, that's so good.
Now that Ramfire animation is just bananas.
Damn it! Shut up, Joshua. That is exactly what I'm thinking. Oh, crap.
Kieran's referring to this comment.
This is going to be fucking crunching. I don't know if this is the right move here.
God, you got a lot coming up.
Raven TV wants to know, when is the game coming out? So what we're doing is we are putting together right now a publicly available timeline where everybody can see literally every deadline that we have, even internally, on when we're planning to roll out all of our various products, whether it be land sale, Illuvitar's main game, Illuvium Zero, everything in a publicly available spot, all coming directly from our project management system we use at Illuvium. So you can see the internal deadlines that we're looking at, and you never have to ask when on anything ever again. It'll literally be right there, updated in real time. So currently our project manager, Nick, is working on that right now, and I'm really excited about it. Uh-oh, this is not looking good. Wave 11. Uh-oh,
Oh,
wave 11.
that's what I got up to. So it's very interesting. Can he do it?
Fuck!
It's so close. But I think wave 11 did him in. There it is. Okay.
Needed way more fire there, bro.
Grant is defeated. on
I made
wave
way more
11.
water, bro. Okay.
Beautiful. So Grant round 1, he got to 11. He got to wave 11 in survival mode, and now Kieran is going to shoot for wave 11 or 12. Yes, and I understand you guys are requesting for us to do more of a cast and more of a walkthrough of what we're doing while we're playing. We will do that, after these guys duke it out with their probably way too sweaty and serious competition right now. And we'll do the full looking at it and clicking on it and showing you things. Definitely. That's the whole point of the Q&A we're going to be doing after this. These guys wanted to do a sweaty 1v1 for cash so we're going to do that first, and then we're going to do a more walkthrough-y type of showing you the Illuvials, zooming in on them, and just giving you a bit more detailed gameplay. And I can do that from my computer here in the studio, and you guys can get more of what you're requesting there. There it is. There's the shift right click. Armaments, baby. And notice how I believe you can just regular right click, I believe, on any unit on the board, Ranger or Illuvial, and you can get more details on them. Is this 1v1 or best of 3? This is best of 3. So they each get to get 2 attempts each, and then the best score, if you will, out of their 2 attempts will be their final wave that they got to. So Kieran is now on wave 4, doing much better this time than last time, obviously. Yes, Grant, and your internet is pooping out. That's the issue. I see the bars there.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to fix it.
No problem. All right, so right now, as Kieran is looking through all of his options in terms of his selections, he's got a counter Spore and Revenant composite, and he's looking to put together his best counters with his composition. Are there any unit limits to place on the board, says Neil? Absolutely there are. And you can see that limit at the bottom of the UI. There's a little icon down there with little what look like hexes or pinkish hexes next to your mastery count. See where it says 40 under his mastery count? To the left of that, that shows you the maximum number of units you can put on the board, which including your ranger, I believe is 9 right now. Let me confirm that from my info deck here. I believe, I'm sorry, you can play up to 8 Illuvials on the battle board. I was correct. And you can see your current number there, and your with your ranger, that increases the total number of units in play to a maximum of 9. All right, it's looking good for Kieran to get to wave 6. He's starting to build some confidence here, guys. He's feeling a likely wave 15 outcome.
Not with Earth, though. I don't like Earth. It's a big switch up to be screwing around with nature right now. What do I do here? That's fine.
Yeah, so any sort of lag or whatever that you guys may see on the screen, it's not actually their video game. It's their stream to me right now that's causing that issue. They're streaming their feeds to me from Australia. So they're beaming them all the way from Australia all the way to the US. And then I'm feeding them back to you through streaming software. And so that is the source of the lag.
This is not good.
Wave 6, is it going to do in Kieran? No, it can't do in Kieran. Kieran getting stunned right there.
No. No. Rushing. God damn it.
Wave 6 did Kieran in on his first run, but Kieran has another wave for him to sit back and for him to consider his options. Kieran, it's okay. There's his game over screen. All right, we'll go ahead and Kieran, go ahead and stop streaming, and then we'll bring in Grant's feed here in just a moment. All right, let's see what Grant can do this time. He made it through the easy wave 1, obviously easy mode, but can he get to wave 12? That's his target. What do you guys think in chat? All right, Grant's got the Wildfire and Templar composite synergies. Guys, be thinking about the questions you want to ask about gameplay here at the latter part of the stream. Because I'm going to go ahead and
crushing defeat.
I'm going to pull this up on my computer, and you guys can ask questions, and I can show you all sorts of things about the private beta build.
Stuttering.
All right, Corey Duncan thinks you're going to get to 7. Bo thinks 15. Sergio thinks 12. Soul thinks 8. Isn't it nice to know what people think, how far that you think they're going to go in real time during a live competition?
Me?
Yes, you. They're speculating on you how far you're going to go. They think between round 8 and like in the teens.
That's not good. Oh no, that's not good.
Looks like 12 or 13 is kind of the average.
That was a really bad round. That was dumb.
Why was that bad? Oh, Grant's focused. He sure is.
What?
It's ridiculous.
Are you seeing his gameplay well? Because I'm not seeing it anywhere near as...
Yeah, his gameplay's coming through in 1080p, and we got the audio as well. Watching it right now.
Okay.
Draker KV says Kieran wins with 12 is my bet. Okay. These lizards are showing up in chat too. The power of the Liz.
Uh-oh.
All right, perfect. He made it through another wave. Now we're on wave 5.
Okay.
This is where things start to become moderately difficult, is wave 5.
Moderately difficult, thanks.
In the gameplay I captured that I released on the channel, I think I got beat in like wave 6 or something.
I hope.
Super Lemonade bringing in that love.
I'm just trying different stuff here, just to see. Yeah, the cucker out of there.
And here's what's interesting, everybody. This is supposed to be like the more casual mode. This is the mode you're supposed to kick back, relax, practice, learn the mechanics of the game. Not today.
Damn it, I wanted... Okay, poison. Got here.
So Linky, we're doing 1, then 1, then 1, then 1, a total of 4 rounds, and we're currently on round number 3. So both Kieran and Grant have done their first round, and then this is Grant's final round. So this is his last chance to put up a big number here on the board. He put up 11 last time.
Please. Oh, this is bad.
So a lot of people are asking, and I'm going to do this later on in the stream, I want camera mode or whatever. You can move your camera around and look at anything you want on the screen at any time when you're playing Illuvium. Just the guys right now, because they're trying to perform, are keeping it zoomed out in sort of the default position to make it easier to make your strategic considerations.
Okay. Just leave him.
Absolutely, it zooms. You can zoom all the way in on any of the Illuvials, see the gorgeous textures and all of that. I'll show you in a minute. It's bananas, the level of detail on each Illuvial.
You want... You have... He goes here.
So
that's
Jose,
annoying.
Jose's asking, does placement work? You place the characters, but they teleport to another place when the battle starts. So depending on the type of Illuvial that you're using, they have different, basically, sequences that they go through. And some of them, teleporting is a part of their sequence that they go through here in survival mode. And it all depends on the Illuvial. So that's not like a bug. That's a feature.
Nice.
Drop Bear, he's feeling it. Kieran's just warming up, he says.
I hope you're right.
Grant's made it to wave 8. He's going deep this time.
The
Sean,
fact that I just made it.
go ahead.
The fact that I just made it to level 9 while he's still in his own is just disgraceful.
You're being too hard on yourself.
No, I'm saying I just made it to level 9 while he's in the middle of this because he takes the full 60 seconds every round.
Oh, it's $1 million, bro!
You got...
You fucking joking? I'm sweating here, man. Like, I'm about to break down in tears, man. Oh, fuck.
Maybe next time we can just make this for funsies.
Probably safer.
Like, I don't I don't know if this is going to get me through this round. Water. I can't put anything down here. I'm just going to have to hope. Does poison beat water? Beats granite. Oh god, how many points? 25 points.
Grant has so many composites stacked, as you guys can see over there. Tempest, Wildfire, Granite, Poison, Enchanter, Aegis, Templar, Berserker. And he's able to do that because he's stacking a lot of stage 2 and a lot of stage 3 Illuvials, which are giving him those composites.
I think I just fucked up because it just didn't place correctly.
Shit.
Ow! Oh no. I've just lost.
Oh!
Oh boy.
I have just lost. I have just fucking lost. It didn't put the rake in the right spot. It didn't put the rake in the right spot.
All right. I just got up to level 9 in the background, so we're on here. We are on.
All right. Grant got to 9 there. So Grant in round 1. Go ahead and stop streaming, Grant, please. So Grant
It just glitched out.
Grant in round 1 got to 11, wave 11 in survival mode. In round 2, we got to wave 9. So the wave 9 run, we're taking that off. It's just wave 11 or bust right now for Kieran. He's got to get to 11 to tie. And if he can get to 12, then he won't have to liquidate all of his ETH wizards and everything in order to fork up this ILV.
Oh, I need this for my people who have bet on me. Come on. I can do this. This is very, very doable. He just fucked up so bad and he knows it. He's given me a little window. I need to take it.
If you guys don't believe this is live gameplay, there is his live stream software capturing the game and sending it to you live. No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. Are we doing this?
You can start. This is the final round, potentially.
Just to show you guys, I just finished this game in 2 minutes and 36 seconds on level 9. So this is going to be close. Let's go.
And so the question is, how can they wager
1 million on level 9, bro? It gets harder and harder. Like 9 to 11 is a different.
Really?
Beat.
There's a psych.
How does that work?
There's a psych out here.
No pressure, bro. I believe in you.
Fuck up.
Squall says, "Go, Kieran. Trust the card's heart."
Okay, I'm gonna trust the cards.
So what's on the line here, from my understanding, is ILV tokens that are currently locked. It's 1 million currently locked ILV. $1 million worth of currently locked ILV tokens is the wager.
Correct.
Everybody's rooting for Kieran. Kieran. The heart of the cards.
All right. I'm not going to rush through this. I've got to properly think about what I'm doing here. What do we got? Fighter. We're going to take on Magma.
Shit.
So notice what Kieran was doing there. His first look was just straight to the upper right-hand corner of the screen to look at energy synergies. Enemy synergies. Then once you have that locked, then you think, what counters that? Then you go searching through the randomly generated Illuvials in your deck to try to find those counters. Rinse and repeat every wave.
I mean, I got through wave 9 thinking how. Like, I don't even know how. Oh, you're using the full minute now, bro. Huh?
5
Taking your
seconds.
time now.
5 seconds remaining. It's okay.
Kieran can take as much time as he wants. But if he takes a lot of time, he is subjecting himself to smack talk from Grant.
He's gone Bloom versus Fire here. This could be real bad. Very lucky there, bro. Very lucky.
I'm setting it up for the late game, bruh.
You got 2 characters on the board.
Chat, sound off. Do you think Kieran can get past to level 11 or later? Yes in chat if you think it's possible. No in chat if you don't think it's possible. ETH Lizard if you think ETH Lizard.
Fuck, the 165 is just a crushing. Gonna get a Rampy out. What do we got? Back to the fire. Oh, no.
You guys see how his ranger now has a fire sword?
Oh, God. I feel exhausted at this point. Like, literally. And if I find out anyone is like one-on-one coaching this bastard.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Your brain went to like he hired a professional esports coach and that's why he made it through wave 1.
Come on.
All right. A little bit more.
Like, it could be over any moment here, bro. One fuck up.
Shut up. Did I do that to you?
You kind of did.
Yeah, so chat, just so you know, Kieran, it was overwhelmingly ETH Lizard just now in terms of what they think the outcome will be.
Great.
I'm about to own every last ETH Lizard if he loses this.
Fuck. I don't know if that's enough.
Wave 5 is when things become more complicated.
Oh, I should have gone fighter, you idiot. I deserve to lose this. Which I obviously
shit.
won't.
Oh.
Well done. Okay,
Alright.
Kieran is halfway there right now, everyone. He's halfway. He's now at wave 6. If he can just do 6 more waves, he wins. 1 million locked ILV.
I know the affinity synergies, but not the class synergies yet. Don't have a single clue about it, so...
I think on a future stream, we'll have Aaron come describe all of those for us.
I thought he was meant to be here, so...
He's spending time with family today, so I told him, please go do that. Sorry, you're right. 5 more waves. You're right. 5 more waves, he'll be in the clear. 6 waves, he'll win.
And I wasn't using the weapons. I wasn't swapping out the weapons because I didn't think
Oh,
I
stop
needed
being
it.
a little bitch.
I'm not. I'm just saying. Like, I didn't get a chance to...
Here we go. Isn't enough. Juicy heel. Real juicy.
Getting a little internet issues with Kieran, but the feed's still there.
Okay. Here we go.
So Nishan, I understand your question. You're asking how do we know how do we know what is a tank or ranged or whatever? So I'll show that to you from my computer in a moment. But you're able to filter by the different stages, the different affinities, and all of that. Empath, fighter, bulwark, scion, rogue. And you can look at their cards, if you will, get more information and right-click on them, which will help you filter out the Illuvials and select the one based on what you're trying to find. So I'll show you all of those kind of UI elements after this when we do the Q&A, because I know you guys want to get into more detail.
Ooh. Is it enough? It all depends on this ult. No, it wasted the ult.
Wave 7. Is there an open world? Yes, there is an open world. We're not showing that gameplay today.
Come on.
This is just the auto battle.
6-line combo is. Here we go.
All right, he made it. He's to wave 8. Kieran is feeling confident.
Ooh.
Yeah, so just to give you guys some context about the open world.
Out here.
You will be navigating the open world, collecting resources.
Cucolata.
And then through the open world, after you basically loot everything in your instance of the open world, you'll be jumping into auto battles to defeat them, to collect Illuvials, to level up your Illuvials, and do various activities. So there's the open world component of Illuvium, and there's the auto battler component. Today, we're only showing auto battler because this is what we're currently running in our private beta.
Whoa, why did I just lose my Scion? What the fuck just happened there? That's bullshit.
Hey, man, we all get glitches. Got to deal with it. Stop being a bitch.
Yeah. Lucky. Got it back. All right. What do we got here, peeps?
Oh, fuck. He's doubled up his Scion. But what against?
This is why you bet on the guy who's played an auto battler.
Ooh, he's getting overconfident. I love it. Kieran navigating through those armaments, making a selection.
I can't see shit. This is really fucking...
What do we got here? 45 to play.
Yeah, Kieran's internet
tankiness.
Kieran's internet pooping a little bit right now with the stream.
He's got a little
terrible. Just terrible.
That was disgusting. He just absolutely disassembled wave 8. Coming up on wave 9.
I can't.
Kieran only has 5 mastery points to work with right now, everyone. So he's doing repositioning. He would have to remove some of his Illuvials from the board in order to deploy anything else in terms of... because he doesn't have enough mastery points.
No!
Wave 9, uh-oh.
Come on.
Ooh, he might be able to pull it out here. This is going to be close. This is going to be close.
Boom!
Oh, he's got it. He's going to make it to wave 9. He did it. Kieran made it to wave 9 into wave 10.
Here we go. What do we got? We got some nature and we got some fire. Okay.
Is this it?
Wave 10. He's got nature, fire, spore, inferno, bloom, right-hand side, making his strategic considerations on what he's going to counter.
No, he's got it.
One more round and he ties it up.
Jesus. Yeah. Hey, It's not very complex. Hey, can someone just tell me what the f is going on here? No worries. Auto battlers. Just no skill. None at all. Okay,
Grant, what's running through your mind right now, Grant? The people want to know. He's frozen. He can't respond. He's blinking, so we do know that he's alive.
Take that ramfire out! Shit!
Oh,
no.
Wouldn't it be cool if you could play as all of the characters on the board while it's happening?
Bullshit! He just got his ult off. Oh no!
Dude, I'm about to end myself on stream here.
Ah!
Don't do that, please.
Oh! Yes! Woo! Oh shit! Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Despite the lag, we can tell that that was a clutch victory at the buzzer, like a second away from loss there in that round. Kieran has made it to wave 11.
A lot of nature. A lot of nature.
Kieran is
Time
recalculating
to
his
take
net
out the
worth in
water.
his mind right now.
I lose my scion.
Fuck.
Fuck. I don't know what's giving me that scion bonus. Fuck.
This is not good.
This is it. This is the round that's going to decide it. Every attack, every placement matters. $1 million in ILV on the line.
Come on.
Oh my god, man.
Oh, it's gonna be so close. I don't know. It's gonna be so close.
Nah.
The internet.
Alt. Ah! Fuck!
And Kieran.
He's done it. He's done
Kieran's
it.
eliminated on wave 11. So is that a tie on wave 11 then, guys?
Oh, you idiot, Kieran. Fuck! Oh my god.
All right, let me turn off your feed here. So, does this mean we need to do a tiebreaker, gentlemen? Do you have it? Do you have it in you, or do we need to break this tie on a different live stream? Because this live stream's already over by 40 minutes.
Let's do it next week. I'm spent. I can't believe I just lost that.
Kieran, Grant, thank you for entertaining us.
Are you... What? You're out?
Dude, we've gone over on the stream massively.
Grant wants to finish it right now. Look, I can't force you to do the tiebreaker right now. We could do it on another stream to do the tiebreaker.
I think we build it up. It's a tie. We go next week. Let's do that
soon. So thank you so much for tuning into Illuvium Insider and for coming along for the ride as we do some random concept that happened spur of the moment for the show that wasn't as pre-planned. It was wild. It was crazy. And we're going to have to settle that rematch and settle that tie in an upcoming stream. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you to everyone for being patient with getting access to the private beta. It is going to be coming soon, and we're going to be sharing that timeline with all of you. So if you have not already registered, please do so, and have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much. Adios.